Hi, my name is Marlyss Auster, and welcome to Our Ventura TV. Today I'm talking to Michele Gilmour, who's with the Ventura Visitors and Convention Bureau. She's a Visitor Services Manager. So welcome, Michele.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. We're glad to have you. Ventura Visitors and Convention Bureau. That's a lot, but what is it?
It's a mouthful.
It is.
And we do a lot at the Convention and Visitors Bureau. We are a nonprofit funded by tax dollars, and we are all about promoting Ventura and the surrounding community.
That's great. So promoting in which means? Like, do you do print marketing, or are you out doing little local festivals, or elaborate a little bit?
We do print advertising, we do events, special events, we participate at trade shows, all focusing on Ventura as a destination.
Because I bet you those tourism dollars drive the economy and are helpful for all of us.
Absolutely, to the tune of about $261 million.
Oh my goodness, wow, that is a lot. I can imagine that if the local businesses did not have the city investing in tourism, that it would be a challenge to keep these businesses going. I mean, $261 million, that's a lot.
It's a lot of money, and you are absolutely right. The businesses do need this money. Ventura is a seasonal destination. A perfect example may be the Ventura Harbor Village. They have many guests visiting the village throughout the year, but the majority of them, or many of them, are tourists. Mm-hmm. So the businesses there count on the tourists and spending money, so they'll be profitable and successful.
Yeah, so that's definitely an important role with the city. I think I even recall seeing that the city has an economic development plan, and tourism is a segment of that.
Absolutely, it's a must.
So do you just serve tourists?
Oh no, tourists and locals alike. In fact, I've seen at the Visitor Center more locals in the past couple of years than ever. I think they are discovering all that we have to offer to them, even if they've lived in Ventura for many years. We're a great resource for maps, for attractions, ticket sales, etc.
Well, I do know that us locals here, and even in the county, we're loyal to our cities. So I imagine you seeing more locals in there is heartfelt. They want to have just another piece of Ventura to extend out. So do you have volunteers, or how do locals get a little bit more involved with you?
We have a wonderful volunteer database of 18. They work 3-hour shifts per week, so we are covered every day of the week with volunteers, and they're all locals. They love to share their local experience with the guests and visitors and the inside scoop.
Well, inside scoops are great. I know that everybody kind of wants their little piece that they discovered that they didn't just find through an advertisement.
Exactly, and the volunteers are just so proud to share their stories with the guests and talk to them about maybe where they are coming from internationally, out of state.
Well, now that you bring that up, where do they come from?
They come from all over. We are so fortunate to see international visitors consistently from the UK, Germany, Canada, and Australia. Wow. Throughout the state of California, some of our top visitors are from the counties of Los Angeles, Ventura, Orange, San Diego, and Kern counties. Out of state, maybe a few I could mention would be Arizona, Oregon, Washington, Texas, and many states from the East Coast as well.
Well, as you're kind of going through that list, I'm thinking, okay, Canada, super cold. I'm seeing snowbirds come here. Do you actually market to those areas?
Absolutely. We do a lot of advertising, social media, etc., to the snowbirds.
Wow.
And it works.
And then I'm thinking, you mentioned Arizona and Texas. And I'm thinking hot.
Hot, humid, yes, so they like to get out to the coast. They are so thankful and grateful to be in Ventura.
Wow, okay, so you hit these other markets and you hit these other states and they come in, they drive our economy, but how beyond print and digital, do you do anything else to go meet people? And
We do, and it's one of probably the favorite parts of my job. We participate in 3 consumer trade shows per year. So this is trade show season we're upon now. We will be at the San Diego Travel and Adventure Show, at the LA Travel and Adventure Show, and then at the Sunset Celebration Trade Show in Northern California.
And so you go and you set up a booth, and what do people want to know about the most?
We set up a booth, we take all of our collateral with our partners. Our star attraction is the Channel Islands National Park, so we do focus on that quite a bit. People, I believe a lot, in fact, due to the trade show efforts, know more about the Channel Islands National Park. They're aware of what it is. They want to visit it. So when we have that information for them at the trade shows, they're very happy.
Oh, I can imagine that, it's a bucket list item for so many people to go and visit various national parks. And I think ours is not visited as often as it could be.
It's not, but I think it will be more, definitely in the future.
Yeah. You know what I've been seeing a little bit about too is kind of the international markets and seeing more visitors from China. Are you seeing any of that in the visitor center?
I have. Research had told us, especially through the state of California, to be expecting these visitors from China, and it is happening. I've been seeing many of them in the visitor center.
Wow. So how many people do you think you see a year?
Oh, to the tune of about 30,000 per year.
Oh.
And that's just the ones we track.
Wow, that is a lot of people coming in. Are you open every day?
We are open 7 days a week, so it is convenient for our locals and for our visitors from out of town.
So I can come and get maps and brochures and so forth, but what about just Ventura items?
We carry Ventura branded items, apparel, hats, caps, all types of retail items, and we are proud to feature some of our local artists and photographers and authors as well in the Visitor Center.
Oh, photography. I mean, we are not short of great pictures here.
We have the most beautiful photography for sale at the Visitor Center.
And so with some of the local photographers, like, how would they get involved? I mean, do they have an opportunity to share some of their photos, or how would they do that?
Absolutely. They could share, with our website. They could share by selling their photography at the Visitor Center, through social media. Yeah, there's many opportunities, different opportunities.
And so on social media, how do I find you?
Visit Ventura.
Visit Ventura. So if I just type in that anywhere, I'm going to find what you guys have cooking.
You got it.
Okay. And so how about volunteers? Tell me a little bit about that. And, well, 2 parts. One, if I'm a resident, why it makes a difference to me that you are there at the Visitor Center and driving the economy, because sometimes it's like, well, that's just more people on our beaches. I don't want them adding any more trash, but for me as a resident, I really care. And why do I want those tourism dollars coming in? And then how do I get involved to volunteer? Because I have my favorite places that I'd love to talk about and share with visitors.
There you go. And the diversity, the information that comes from all of our volunteers is great. And we're always looking, always searching for new opportunities for volunteers. Tourism is the economic driver of the community. That's why it is so important for our locals and residents to understand that. I've talked about the $261 million from tourism last year, and how the businesses in Ventura count on these dollars to be successful and to thrive. And so this is a benefit, I believe, to our local residents. And I would love for more locals to volunteer at the Visitor Center.
It sounds like it's fun.
It is a lot of fun. It really is.
Yeah.
You can ask any one of them. I'm sure they would share that with you.
That they have fun.
That they have fun.
Oh,
They
that's
do.
good. So you've been kind of hearing a lot about, between LA and San Francisco, this movement of craft beer, of local wineries. And do we have stuff like that? Do we offer any winery stuff, or what are you seeing happening in craft beer? Or tell me a little bit about that.
I see that the craft beer area is growing in Ventura, which is a great thing. We at the Visitor Center run the Sip and Savor Wine Tour program.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this is a program that's offered every weekend to our guests and locals, and it is about visiting 5 different wineries and doing tastings. We provide the transportation.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That sounds like a nice thing. Car-free and tasting local wines.
And a boxed lunch and sweet and savory snacks from local restaurants, and the driving is left to us or to the transportation company.
Right. Okay, so there's that movement happening here in Ventura too.
It's very exciting.
Yeah. Okay, so we know you're open 7 days a week. Have you told us your website?
The website is visitventuraca.com.
Okay.
And the website is very comprehensive. You can find just about anything you need to know about Ventura on the website, including our calendar of events. You can go to any particular month, any day, any weekend, and it will tell you what's going on in Ventura.
Well, thank you for everything that you and your team do, because I know that personally I enjoy the restaurants and boutiques that are available, because now I hear the tourism dollar, and I'm grateful to live here and enjoy these amenities. So
Me too.
yeah, thanks for being with us today,
You're
Michelle.
welcome.
We appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes, and thank you for joining us here at Our Ventura TV, and we'll see you next time.